Oh, hello YouTube. John Dragonman here, and just doing a quick video here to show you what the inside of a Mark II Fiat Cinquecento ECU looks like. Well, Mark II, should I say? It's the Mark II version of the ECU. The car's obviously just a Cinquecento, but I've got the Cinquecento SX. This ECU came out of a Cinquecento SX. It has a built-in immobiliser. The first generation ECUs didn't have an immobiliser in them. This is from the 1993 Cinquecentos, I think, before they came out with the extra letters on the end of the name, the SX and the S and whatever else they've got. Yeah, basically you've got your CPU and your map chip. If you're going to get your ECU remapped, that's the one you change. I've looked at the specs of the chip, and apparently you can read and write to it. However, obviously you've got to build your own interface for that, but that's beyond me, so yeah. Say it's all nice and covered with silicone. You can feel it all on your finger when you touch it. It's all rubbery. It's covered with a film of silicone to obviously stop any dampness. Last thing you want to go wrong on your car is your ECU failing. It'll be goodbye engine. Well, it won't break your engine, it just won't run. Obviously this does all your timing for your ignition system, your spark plugs, and your fuel pump and whatnot. And your immobiliser, obviously, with this version of the ECU. Yeah, not really much to look at really. Just that big plug on the end. If you want to what do you call it, reset the ECU, just unplug it. It's under the car, you can't miss it, right next to the airbox. Great big thing, well, big-ish. Yeah, just unplug it. See if you can get better fuel economy at your car actually by doing this. Unplug it for a bit. Leave it overnight, so to speak. See if, you know, if it's, well, it should hopefully have drained these capacitors by then, because they'll obviously hold the charge. The electronics will drain that over time, overnight, so should I say. Obviously this has all been taken out the metal casing. A friend of mine wanted this, but he doesn't need it anymore, he's got another one. But this is just one I managed to pick up from a scrap car. Not my one. I did try it in my car, but it wouldn't. It would crank over and whatnot, but it wouldn't prime the fuel pump, because the RFID chip in my keys doesn't match up to the program. You know, the code it's got on this chip. If I got the same key, I would have had an ECU that would have read the chip, but I didn't think of picking the keys up when I was at the scrapyard at the time. Oh well, it doesn't matter. But yeah, if you're going to reset your ECU, it's cool to you know, save the pennies. Like, what you can do with that is unplug it, leave it overnight, in the morning, so to speak, plug it back in again, start your car up, and then take it on a really light drive somewhere, you know, around the block. Well, give it a good run, say 10 minutes or so. Hardly touch the gas pedal, you know, the throttle. This'll give it a really lean map. It'll relearn its map again, and it'll give it a really lean map. Okay, you're not going to get the same power out of your car, but hopefully it'll save you just that little bit of fuel. That's if you're really tight on the pennies. I mean, I know these engines haven't got much horsepower as it is, being as this did come out of the 899cc engine. But obviously, if you want to give it a hard map, you just, I don't know, take it down your nearest motorway or dual carriageway, redline it a few times in some of the gears, let the ECU learn its rev range, and then it'll give it a hard map, but don't expect your gas mileage to be any good. It's something I've not yet done in my car. I keep meaning to do it, but I keep forgetting. But yeah, oh well, enough of that. let's see what else we've got here. Well, what's that, you say? Looks like a big pot of some kind. Well, that is a very, very large PA speaker. I'm going to have a bit of fun with this one, I think. I've got a old CB radio just here, if you can see it. There you go. Not much of one, but I was hoping I could hook up the PA speaker to that, and yeah, you know, and have it fix that in underneath my car bonnet somewhere, and have a PA speaker. It'd be quite funny. But unfortunately, the CB here, this little Moonraker 40 channel jobby, it doesn't have a PA out on the back, which I was a bit upset about. It's got an extension speaker out, but not a PA out. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. I could soon build a little circuit up for that. It takes 15 watts, this does. So you can imagine how loud that would be on 15 watts. And keep in mind that this is supposed to have a rather large cone fitted to it. If I give you a demonstration of how big it is, if it would just stay there, the cone would probably come out to about here, probably even bigger. And you can see it's actually got, where it's disappeared to, somewhere, a cork seal that fits around this bit, and the cone bolts onto this flange, so to speak, here. And then you've got a really large cone that comes out, and that's what amplifies your sound. But I hooked it up to my little surround sound system there, and replaced that centre speaker with that one, and turned the volume up, and it about deafened me. It was really loud. I wasn't expecting it to be as loud as it was, but yeah, it was a bit interesting. It's update on my radio there. I had it in my car. I went up to, if you go on Google Maps, a place called Alport Heights in the UK, near Coslington Reservoir. Quite a tall place. Took my radio up there in my car with the automatic aerial tuner tuning thing, the ATAS. Got a few calls into America, which was quite nice. That was on 14 megs, 20 meters. I didn't bother taking any of the manual tuners because I didn't really need it. The automatic aerial does it all for me. But the only problem is I've lost the little wire, the little what's it called? That one there. That plugs into that and plugs into radio. I've lost it somewhere. It'll be either running around my room somewhere or in my car. I've got to have a look for it, but time will tell. I've got a couple of power supplies there, battery charger I'm currently running my radio off a car battery at the moment because I blew my power supply, which is buried somewhere underneath a mountain of clothes. Unfortunately, I'm not the most organised person in the world. I've got a Kango hammer there, hammer action, and it also doubles up as an impact chisel, but the brushes have worn out on it, so I've got to try and get some new ones for that. That's about it really. Got a couple of laptops up there that I've got to do something with. That one's my mate's. That's my laptop. That's a really old laptop. 500 MHz AMD K6. It's got about 256 megabytes of RAM. And that guy there's a little Fujitsu laptop. Works well, but it had backlight problems. It has been, what do you call it? It had coffee or something spilt into it, and it went into the workings of the backlight and damaged the screen inverter. Anyway, I replaced the screen inverter thinking, well, hey, it's going to work, and sure enough it did for a bit, but then the faults come back again. And it's intermittent now. You'll start it up one day and it'll power up fine, no problem at all. And then another day you'll come to it after a week or so's time, and the backlight just won't light up no matter what you do, no matter what buttons you press or anything. But it worked fine on an external monitor, so I've got one down there, and it was working good on that, next to a taxi radio. There you go, look, there's that gasket. Not much, little cork seal, stop any vibrations when the speaker's running. Yeah, my room's an absolute tip at the moment. I really need to clean it up, but hey, oh well, that's about it really. Yeah, nothing really much else to reporting on, so to speak. Yeah, that's about it. Just looking around, see if there's anything else I can show you guys. Oh yeah, there you go. A mate of mine sold me an Ipod Touch, first generation, 16 gigs. As you can see there, the screen's a bit smashed on it, but it all still works. However, clever boy here went inside it, trying to fix it, and broke the PCB where the microphone, the headphones plug into. So now it's about as good as, I don't know, a tablet without a speaker or a headphone port. I mean, you could install the Kindle app on there, I suppose, and get that running on it. It's a bit of a pain having the screen the way it is, and it works. As you can see, I'm cycling through even with a smashed screen, and it'll play your music. I don't think I've got any photos on it. Nope. But yeah, it all works okay. It just hasn't got any sound. I've got it hooked up to the Wi-Fi at the moment. Where's me Safari into on Apple? Google loading up. Yeah, so you could use it as a wireless mini browser, so to speak. And get the keyboard to come up. There you go. Test. Search. Searching for test. Oh, okay. And then it closes down. Don't know if I did that by mistake. I'm not an Apple man. The closest I ever got to Apple was my Ipod, wherever it's gone to, my proper one. I only brought it off my mate for 20 quid, so I thought it was a bargain. There you go, that's the closest I come. That's 160 gigabyte. Got all my music on that, lovely. Great stuff. Anyway, this video is quite big now, so what is it, 13 minutes longish. So I think I'll wrap it up with that. What time is it? Look, the time is, if you can see that, the time. Yeah. And that's how many kilometers my mouse pointer's travelled as well. That's a really cool little app. If the guy's watching it, I hope he doesn't mind me showing you. It's called, what is it called? Mouseway, M-A-U-S-Way. And if you go to his website, system-shock.com, don't get it mixed up with the computer game. I actually stumbled across it looking for information on the computer game, but come up with this and found this really cool thing. It's actually quite nice. You can go around your screen. I just have it sat down there in the corner. Is it statistics? There you go. Look, it tells you how far you've got to the moon. Your mouse pointer. So it gives you how many keystrokes you've done. Your complete system uptime. My computer has been on now for 79 days. That's on and off. It gives you your total running time, a bit like the odometer on your car. You know, how many miles it's done in its life, so to speak. I mean, I must admit, I format this thing once every 2 years, I think it is. I don't install crap on it. I'll say that. I've had on pretty much all my computers ever since I found the website out, and I always install it onto it because it's just a cool little novelty thing. Yeah, I think that's about it really. My uncle there gave me an inverter to play with. Something had gone wrong on it, but I can't really do anything with those. I had to look at it, tried to figure out what was wrong on it, but I just stuck it in the parts bin. Not really much I can do with it. I've tried to fix it up, but I think it's transistors or something that's popped on it. It was only 120 watts, so probably work out cheaper to actually get one from off the internet somewhere. Yeah, anyway, 16 minutes long, and I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm pretty tired. Yeah, peace out, guys. If you like my videos, I know I ramble a bit, but if you like my videos, please subscribe. Subscribe. If you don't subscribe, I don't really mind. Just, you know. But tell you what, if you subscribe, maybe I can invest in a better camera. If YouTube will give me the opportunity to what do you call it? Get funds, like I see so many other people doing. I say on my old account, I had it. YouTube offered to do it, and I said no because I thought it was some form of scam. But when I see all other people doing it now, I'm thinking to myself, I should have done that because I had quite a few videos on my old account. But oh well, you live and learn, don't you? Okay then. Night night world. I'm signing off there. M6JDM out. Yeah, peace everybody. Good night.